Good morning. Welcome to today's message. Let's see what the energy is like today. It is the 1010 portal today. So, I don't know, I guess in the numerology world and astrology, it's kind of a special day. We get those repeating numbers like that. Tens usually are indicative of the ending of a cycle. So, I see big things coming to an end today. We start out the reading with the King of Wands. And that is a leader. He's the top dog. He is powerful, courageous. He's not really worried about what's in front of him. He knows he can handle whatever is thrown his way. Of course, wands are about creation. So maybe he is starting something new, new idea, new business, new opportunities coming to him. So then we've got the Five of Swords. Fives are indicative of change, and the swords being your air or intellect. So this is more about, looks like he's hurting himself in this one. Typically it's about other people, hurting you, like bullies and thieves and violence. But, this looks more like he hurt himself, in this deck. So be mindful that you are not self-sabotaging. And then we got the King of Cups, which cups are our emotional self, our love, energy, and the King being the mature energy. When we put those together, we've got a lot of empathy, we've got understanding. Look at his eyes. He looks really sympathetic. This is a good parent. This is a good dad. He understands what needs to be done and does it. And then we've got the Chariot, which is, that typically means movement. Once you get the ball rolling, you can't really stop it. So the Chariot's usually like you've gone down a path, or you've started a pattern or cycle, and it's a change of something, right? It's a journey, and action, but it's usually pretty fast moving. And then we've got the Ten of Cups, which is the, I call it the marriage card. I don't know. I'm sorry, this is a Two of Cups, not the Ten of Cups. Two of Cups. So that's usually romantic love. Obviously that it almost looks like how you would drink your toast at your wedding, when you interlock arms and whatnot. So maybe this is a marriage. Maybe it's a beginning of a new romantic relationship. Self-sabotage, we've got Two Cups cards, one Wands card. So maybe you're trying to manifest a new relationship, but you somehow keep sabotaging it. Remember that what we have in our heads, in our minds, is what happens out in the world. So be careful of your thoughts. I feel like this is definitely self-sabotaging thoughts. Like I said, swords is always air energy, intellect, and so forth. So be really careful about that, because if you start to create that, you maybe can't undo it. Remember that as above is so below, and what we create in our heads, we create in our reality. After our Two of Cups, we've got the Five of Pentacles. The Five, again, is change, and this one is isolation. It looks like all these resources are here for him, but he just doesn't want to look at it. He's not seeing what's right in front of him. So maybe recognize what you do have instead of thinking about what you don't have. And then we end the reading on the Ten of Swords, which is the wounded warrior, the end of a cycle. It is a complete ending, but it's painful, right? Because you have taken all these hits and you're just done. You're just over it. So, not altogether a bad reading. It looks like things can happen. Be very careful of your thoughts. Be careful to recognize what you do have in front of you so that you don't miss it, right? Because at the end of the day, everything that we look at can be positive or negative. We got to try to keep things positive in our head and keep our emotion in check, right? We just be empathetic, be sympathetic, but we can't get so caught up in situations around us that we end up inviting them into our world. We have to try to stay just observant, right? And even with ourselves, if we could remove ourselves, emotionally from situations and just observe them and keep our emotions out of it. Try to stay calm and manifest our desires that way. Then it's going to end much better for us. At the end of the day, we have control over everything. As much as we think we don't, we really do. It's all with our thoughts. If you want to see things in a negative light, then they'll be negative. If you want to see things in a positive light, they'll be positive. Be aware of your thoughts. Be the observer. Observe yourself as much as you observe the world around you, and put yourself as the character in that movie instead of being in the movie, right? My son asked me a question yesterday. What is the story? What happens to the storyteller when he enters the story? And it really had me thinking all day. So if you're the storyteller and you're in the story, you're looking at it with your ego, right? You're looking at it from a first perspective. Try to keep things in a third person perspective. Try to keep yourself out of the story and just be the storyteller and look at yourself as a character in that story. And I think then whatever cycles we happen to be in now, we can level up, move on to the next level, try to get, whatever it is we're trying to do will happen much quicker, faster, easier. And it won't seem as daunting, right? Because it's just a thought. And the advice for today is divine magic. Extra magical energy surrounds your situation right now. Expect miracles. Yeah, because if we expect miracles, that's what we get, right? When we expect to have something bad happen, it usually does. So we can flip that around and have the good things happen as well. So know that God protects you. Know that God gives you miracles every day. Recognize each little miracle, small miracles. You woke up today. You have a roof over your head. You have food on the table. Maybe you don't have a Mercedes, but you have a lot to be grateful for. And when we show gratitude, then the universe gives us more reasons to be grateful. So really, kind of a basic message, kind of a back to basics message today. There's a lot of good that can come of all of this, and you can see it as good and you can see it as bad. You can see it as an ending or you can see it as a beginning. It's really all in our perspective. So let me get one more card advice. Set your sights higher. Increase your standards and expect more for yourself. Don't settle. I like that. When we have low expectations of people, they usually don't disappoint us, right? So instead of having expectations on people, have those expectations on yourself. And if you set them high, aim high, even if you miss, you might end up a little bit higher than you did if you didn't start high. You know what I mean? And then make a wish. This is a magical moment. Make a wish and enjoy its manifestation. So with the 1010 portal, our energy is really strong right now. The veil is really thin. We can manifest really quickly and easily today. So make sure we're keeping things positive and, act as if you already have the thing that you want. Act as if you are the person that you want to be. Fake it till you make it. It'll happen eventually. Music for manifesting. To manifest rapidly, think of your desire while you chant, hum, sing, or play music. Music is actually really healing for your soul. You can use certain frequencies. There's the solfeggio tones. You can really just get lost, and it keeps you out of thinking of the past and the future, and worry and anxiety kind of melt away because you just stay in the moment. And that truly is meditation, right? Meditation doesn't have to be sitting cross-legged with your hands on your knees, chanting Om. It can just be closing your eyes with some headphones on and listening to your favorite music. Just keeping your mind in the now, being present now. And when you can do that more often, then your manifestations usually come quicker. And then at the very end, we've got waves of prosperity, new abundance, and exciting opportunities wash over you now. When you realize that you can do all of this, then the big opportunities don't seem so unattainable. Big goals seem within reach. It feels like you could do anything because you can. And once you can get that forward momentum moving in a positive direction, then things start to happen very, very quickly. So that's your message today, guys. Hope it resonates, and I will see you tomorrow.